Morning guys, Stephen from Active Fusion here, and in this morning's lesson we're going to be looking at some catching skills. Okay, so for our catching activities there's going to be two main top tips that we're going to have. Okay, top tip number one is going to be keeping your eyes on the prize all the time. Okay, so whatever object you're throwing, when it goes up in the air and all the way down into your hands, keep your eyes on the prize. And number two, we're going to create a catching basket using our hands. Okay, so whether it's two hands or one hand, we're going to create a catching basket. Okay, so I'm going to show you 5 different challenges. After each challenge, make sure you pause the video, spend 2 or 3 minutes on each challenge, and then move on to the next one. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so catching challenge number 1 is going to be a two-handed catch and throw. Okay, so I'm going to be using some roll-up socks for my object. Okay, so top tip number 1 was keeping our eyes on the prize. So wherever the socks are, I'm going to keep my eyes on the socks. Top tip number 2 was to make our catching basket. Okay, so we're going to do this by putting our hands together like this. Okay, so we're going to start with our object in our catching basket, hands out like this, and we're gently going to throw the object up, keep our eyes on it, and catch it in our basket. Okay, when the object lands in our basket, I'm just going to close our basket up to make sure it doesn't fall out. Okay, so see how many you can do for challenge number 1. Okay, challenge number 2, to make it a little bit harder, we're going to add in a clap. Okay, so as your object is in the air, you're still going to keep your eyes on it, but as it's in the air, before you put your basket together, you're going to do 1 clap before you catch it. Okay, so you're going to throw it up. Okay, if you want to make that challenge even harder, you can add in more than 1 clap. So you could do 2, you could do 3. Okay, see how many claps you can do for that challenge. Okay, challenge number 3, okay, is going to be a standing on one leg catch. Okay, so you're going to start on your strongest leg, see if you can balance without putting this foot down. Okay, see how many catches you can do. So still using 2 hands, take your time, make sure you're balancing. Okay, after you've had a go on that leg, okay, make sure you balance before you start. 2-handed catch on your weaker leg. Okay, if you want to add in a clap again, you can add in a clap. Okay, but try and do that standing on one leg. Okay. Challenge number 4, okay, we're going to switch and we're going to do a one-handed catch. So we're going to create 2 separate catching baskets for this one. So we're going to start with it in one of our baskets and we're going to have our other basket ready. Okay, we're going to throw our object up in the air, catch it in our other basket. Okay, we're still keeping our eyes on the prize. Okay, and when it lands in our basket, we're still closing it up to make sure it doesn't come out. Okay, so we'll start with 1 and see how many times I can catch it in the other basket. Okay, and our final catching challenge is a challenge for you at home. Okay, so you're going to create your own catching challenge. Okay, so my catching challenge that I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my object up in the air. As it's in the air, I'm going to try and sit down before I catch it. Okay, so I'm going to throw it up, sit down and catch. Okay, so there's 5 catching challenges for you to have a go at. Have 2 or 3 minutes on each one, time your score. Okay, if you've got a grown-up or a sibling, see if you can challenge each other to see who can get the highest score. Okay, so what you're going to do is set up in your garden different coloured cones or different coloured household items. Okay, so you stand in the middle, shout out a colour, so it might shout out red. Okay, you must run to red, do 5 catches, then run back into the middle. Okay, so if you shout out yellow, run to yellow, green, blue, pink. Yellow. Blue. Red. Okay, so we've had a go at making our game a little bit more active. Okay, there's a couple more progressions that we could do to our game. Okay, progression number 1 is we can call out more colours, so 2 or 3 at a time. Okay, and see if your child can remember them and do them in order. Okay, and progression number 2 is to challenge a sibling and see if you can do it and make it a race. Okay, so have a go at those two, see how you get on. Green, blue, pink.